Welcome to the GameBro's podcast where gaming is our entire existence. I'm Ray.
And I'm Jake.
Carver.
Matthew.
And today we are talking about the new Pokémon Direct. So, does anyone want to start?
Well, I can start off. Thank God for Gen 4 remakes.
Right?
I'm just saying, because honestly, people have been kicking and screaming for the remake to the point where it was almost annoying. So glad to get that out of the way.
Exactly.
Bro, almost annoying.
They apparently don't like games with fire types in it, so I don't know. I guess fire types aren't really that popular after all, you know.
I love fire types.
Yeah, but if you play Gen 4, you don't, because there's only 3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the Fire Elite Four member had most of his team not being fire type.
Well, I mean that makes Infernape more appealing.
No. I'm a huge Turtwig fan over the other 3. Other 2.
Torterra's pretty cool. Empoleon's the worst of the 3.
Well, I didn't like the Gen 4 starters at all. That's why Turtwig was the best.
Infernape is one of my favorite Pokemon. What the frick?
Good for you.
I just don't like its design. None of their designs except for Torterra. But
I mean, I like Piplup, even though Piplup is like the worst one in the game.
Dude, Torterra.
Unfortunately.
Sore.
Okay, let's talk about the intro to the Direct. That
was very nice how they did that.
Did you skip it?
Yeah, I skipped it.
Oh, it was kind of cool.
It was. You should have watched it.
Of all people, I think you were the one who probably would have skipped it, Ray. Out of all of us, you were most likely to skip it.
Why me?
Because you like to skip. You like to skip a lot of stuff.
I don't skip intros usually on anything.
Well, usually, I don't skip intros. Period. I'm just saying, man.
Depends on what we're talking about intro-wise.
You just skip a lot of stuff, whether it be anime intros, just clips in it.
I don't skip anime intros. You know for a fact I wouldn't skip anime intros.
Anyway, but nah. But no, I didn't skip it at all.
It was a good intro, alright, going down memory lane. And it wasn't just going through all the games. They were talking about training card, the anime.
Yeah, the little Tamagotchis and
trendy about
stuff.
it? That was what was.
Can't forget the Tamagotchi.
No, there was some stuff in there I'm surprised they added too. Like, I'm telling you, majority of people probably didn't even recognize some of that stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hey,
like, they were showing... I'm pretty sure they showed some disk drive content in there too, which surprised me.
They did.
Yeah.
Pikachu Game Boy existed.
But I knew the moment when they started counting backwards during the timeline, I'm like, it's gonna stop at 2007 because right as soon as it hit 2007, it didn't show the box covers. It just stopped right there. I'm like, it's Gen. Then it pulls up a DS. I'm like, yep, figures.
I was leading into the next thing, the remakes.
I like the music that played. I was like, wait, let me hear that little jingle, and I was ready for it. The little I love it. You just love it. It's good.
All right, what I got to say about that is, I mean, I didn't really care for remakes, but I like the art style, which is for some reason is pretty popular.
Okay. That before I forget, one thing I really have to note here is that thank God they tried to make them more like the sprites and not trying to make the models big like they did in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
So
like they kept it 3D but kept it more true to the 2D art, which is something I wish most games did. Because the problem is that we all know by now that Game Freak is extremely lazy with their animations. Like, they straight up lied about improving animations. They were all copy and pasted from the game, from the previous installment. So the fact that they did that is very safe because it allows them to get away with that a bit more, because they're more 2D looking rather than bigger 3D models. Like,
I
It
am
looked very
glad
unnatural.
the chibis look like this compared to the X and Y and Omega versions because they
Yes.
look really weird. But
Go ahead.
I will say the face is kind of a pain to me. I don't like how they look. They
Yeah,
look
it's
extremely blurry.
blocky, and I hope that's just something that's
And the
still in
walking
development.
animation looks
Well, that's a very
weird.
subjective thing, and they aren't going to change that either.
You should have seen their walking.
The reason
When
why
game
they did it is because that's how their sprites looked. I mean, they kind of remind me of the World
They
of
look
Final
extremely
Fantasy
different than the
character
original.
summons. Well, if you guys ever played World of Final Fantasy, all the character summons, they kind of look like that, and it honestly looks appealing to me. I'm just
Matthew, you were
saying.
saying something?
can I just say real quick that the names are pretty freaking stupid? Like,
Yes.
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I would have preferred Adamant Diamond and
And
Lustrous.
lustrous pearl. Like, come
Yeah.
on. It just makes sense. The literal orbs.
But why brilliant though? That's just
That makes no sense. At least
Because
Shining
diamonds are
kind of makes
brilliant
sense. Why
and pearls
Brilliant?
are shiny.
well, what's their IQ level?
What?
Exactly, they don't.
What?
So it makes
What?
I'm like,
you're
what?
saying they're brilliant. So
Okay.
I'm like, what's their IQ?
So, I actually saw this on a video that I watched, and it basically it showed the original ones compared to the names for the remakes, and they're the exact same font. And that's
Yeah.
I think that is really cool that it's the exact same font.
Yeah, I could tell it was the same font.
Yeah, because after Ruby and Sapphire is when they started using a particular font, because like Gold, Silver, and Crystal didn't really have their own font. It was very basic. But
Basic.
Also, from what they showed, it looks like, just from what they showed today, it just looks like it's just going to be the same game. I don't know. There might be something new.
I know a lot of people.
It looked very just the same game. I know that's what
the one you
remakes
shouldn't be
are,
worried about
but
new
most
features. You should be
remakes are
worried
different.
about which features they're gonna take away.
Yeah, we're not gonna get talking about Dexit. We're not gonna get anything past Gen 4.
I know.
No, yeah, it's not only that. We're not gonna get a Battle Frontier for all we know.
Yeah.
And people consider the Gen 4 Battle Frontier to be the best in the series. A lot of people. It was so good that it was in the Gen 2 remakes. It was just that good for some people.
I think what a lot of people at first.
Carver, you were talking about. Oh wait, go.
I know a lot of people were saying that they thought at first it was gonna be like a Let's Go Sinnoh kind of game at first.
It wasn't at all. I just knew.
We knew it. I figured it wasn't, but I know a lot of people actually thought that just because of the art style and crap like that.
Also, Nintendo Game Freak.
It looked absolutely nothing like the Let's Go games, but
they
alright.
made a tweet saying "Let's Go Sinnoh" before the Direct, so people were kind of worried.
Okay, now that's understandable.
Yeah.
They said "Let's go
too.
Sinnoh" and showed Gen 4 Pokemon, and everyone's like, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, you're just gonna go straight to Gen 4 and not give me a Let's Go Crystal or whatever? Like, come on, I actually kind of want that.
I was never a fan.
But Carver, you said something about the box that they didn't show the covers.
Yeah, I noticed that typically with a game when they show off like a remake, they always show off the box covers, and with this they didn't. Which that is something important to note is. That means Dialga and Palkia, something could be happening. So.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys.
I hope they shine, and the other one's brilliant.
Like, it's just really. I really want to know what they're gonna do now. Honestly.
Primal forms. I'm telling you, primal forms.
Well, wasn't there a Primal Dialga in the Mystery Dungeon games?
Yes, and he was a hard boss, but I beat him. Yes.
So that
it could be
that would be such a letdown if they didn't add it.
It would be a letdown if they didn't add it.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's something that they also have a problem with. They keep removing stuff or adding unnecessary stuff.
Also, I'm kind of
Except
disappointed.
for
I
like,
don't think Mega's gonna be a thing.
I
That is
honestly
the
at
next.
this
That is
point,
another thing. Is if the
I'm
primals are if they're doing a primals
yeah.
again, then are they gonna bring back Mega specifically just for
If
the
they're doing
remake?
primals, they have to do Mega. It just makes sense. But
yeah, that would
like if
probably
they
cause some
don't do
balancing
those, it's
issues
gonna
though.
be very disappointing. Because I'm glad we're not gonna have Z moves or Gigantamax, but Megas were the best, and I want those again. And maybe give some Gen 4 Pokemon some Megas. They mostly gave
Right?
X and Y. They gave the X and Y Pokemon and the original Pokemon most of them, and
I
then the
definitely want to
Horaz
see
ones.
Lucario back. Best Mega Evolution is the best Pokemon ever made.
Lucario. I want a Mega Lopunny.
I
Tell me.
want Mega Lucario
Of course,
back.
you want a Lopunny,
It is my favorite
Ray.
Pokemon, yes.
Of course, you want a
It's my favorite
Lopunny.
Pokemon.
Bro, I need my Mega Lucario so I can finally murder Ray's Crawdon.
My Crawdon's too strong for him.
course.
And Carver's the guy who uses Magic Leaf on
Okay, shut your face.
Yes, it's super effective, but it was a special attack on a Gallade.
Bruh.
You weren't using a Guard of War, you're using a Gallade.
God of
Okay,
War.
before we talk about the next game, Pokemon Snap, let's talk about that.
I feel like that will be a game that if I got, I would have to be on sale, in my opinion. And it's just because I don't have the nostalgia part that a lot of people that are gonna get it will have. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't really care for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, Matthew, if I want to play Pokemon Snap, I'll just play Kingdom Hearts 3 again. And do the Flan picture game. Which was a nightmare. Actually, it's probably the easiest of them all, but it was still a nightmare.
Yeah, but like I said, I never really cared for Pokemon Snap in the first place, so I didn't was like, that looks fine. Probably not gonna
Like,
get
if
it.
I get it, it would have to be like an on sale type thing for me to get.
Also, can I just say the trainers? I don't like how they look either. Actually, you know what? I kind of do like how they look.
I know during the Direct, me and Jacob were like, dude, that dude looks like Birch.
They spent a long. By the way, I didn't know if we were gonna get any news for this one because that first intro scene was very long. Then they showed Snap, which was also kind of long. So I didn't even think we were gonna get anything after those. And then we got it, the Diamond and Pearl remake.
Yeah.
And then they blessed us with Ninja Pokemon. Pokemon Ninja version. And Pokemon Spy version. Yes. You get to play as the Lucas and Dawn, but as ninjas. In the Sinnoh region.
Their ancestors.
Right? Okay.
Wait, why is it their ancestors? They're literally the same characters.
They
Well,
literally
this is a
look
prequel
like...
game.
I know it's a prequel, but they look the same.
But they're not the same character, obviously.
Obviously.
They do. They do.
But like, it doesn't make sense.
No, but one thing I gotta remind you all is that Legends should have been what every Pokemon game should have been.
I don't know about that. No, I don't.
Yeah,
that's
before you start given an opinion without me saying anything, hear me out here. For one, it's very accurate to the anime. You're actually in an open world. You aren't on a linear journey, despite the fact you're going to gyms. But the thing is, in the anime, they always did stuff in between. You know, Pokemon games feel like Skyward Sword with the amount of linearity they have in the newer games. So, but the thing is, the problem that Zelda and Pokemon have together is that some of the newer games, aside from Breath of the Wild, of course, is that they became more linear, and there was less side quests and stuff to do in between. The thing with Legends is that you actually get to explore an open world. You actually get to explore at your own pace because you're catching Pokemon. But the thing is, you actually get to stealth around and throwing a Pokeball. When he was doing that, it reminded me of Ash trying to catch that Pidgey in like the first episode.
But the game
was
came
like
before
that.
The anime. That's
and
the
it's
thing.
not only that, you actually get to fight Pokemon in the overworld, like in almost real time. I'm like, that's what the freaking game should have been like.
But the game came first.
So one thing that, like, based off of my general, this is just something I thought about when I was watching it. The graphics of
It looked like it
which
was
one
like
call it?
drawn.
Legends.
Japanese.
I think it was called. I
Yep.
personally think that's probably way closer to what everybody wanted Sword and Shield to be like that.
It's what it
type of
should have been.
graphics. And that's
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what you mean. If you replay that trailer, the trees look the same exact as they did in Sword and Shield. So if people have problems, they're gonna see those trees. They're gonna go crazy. But
They're all about saving the
We all
trees
got
now. They're like
problem-
burn the trees.
most of the grass and everything looked like, I don't know. It looked like a Japanese painting is what I'm trying to say. Like how they have like the black ink and stuff, and like how they draw like a, I don't know, something with the characters and all kinds of stuff. But like it looks kind of just Japanese. I don't know.
That's the
How to
entire
say it.
point. Sinnoh is based off of the
ninjas.
northern parts of Japan.
Yes. But like
And Johto
it's
is supposed to
very-
be just Japan overall, really. Well, actually, a specific
all the
part.
Pokemon games were
I mean-
Japan until Unova.
The thing is that there's like Johto's based off of an
Unova's the best
oceanside town, I think. Unova, well, yes, those are the best games. Well, people are gonna be like, well, in your opinion, but I'm like, well, they did the most things right.
It's also
And this is coming from a Gen
has
2
talent.
fan. This is like a Gen 2 fan that's talking here, and I can honestly admit that they just do a lot better stuff with the game than they did with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or even the original. So, I just like Gen 2 for its towns and its music, but that's
Matthew,
really about it.
how do you think about Legends?
It's probably gonna be the breath of Pokemon.
Huh?
If you think about it,
Think about what? I didn't hear it.
it's probably gonna wind up being the Breath of the Wild of Pokemon game.
It probably is.
Good, because it should have been like that prior.
I don't know
Instead of the
about
stupid
that.
linear
You can't
stuff.
compare two different games like that.
Yes, I can. I totally can.
I don't
I
know
mean,
about
Pokemon it's its own thing. Zelda's its own thing. It doesn't
What do you
have
mean?
to be like Zelda.
Both games try to do open world stuff, but end up failing in some parts.
Yes.
Oh, I can't
Them comparing
compare.
it to Zelda too much was not the best.
No, both
You
games
compare-
were
no, no,
about
listen.
exploring. No, they were
comparing
both
a
about
game-
exploring a world.
You're comparing a
world.
game that was Game of the Year to a game that people were not interested in at first.
That doesn't matter. So what if the game? It doesn't matter the
It
popularity
puts
of
too
the
much
game.
pressure on the game.
Alright.
It puts way too much pressure on the game. It was actually a really fun game, but all that
I'm
pressure
sorry,
from
but I'm just
a game
saying.
that was Game of the Year, such as that,
Well,
caused a lot
maybe
of
they should have
stress.
delayed Sword and Shield. I don't know what to tell you. This ain't
I don't think
pressuring
it-
it. I'm being fair. I'm being fair here.
So, I guess another thing about this was another video that I watched. Do you think that competitive Pokemon will move onto the Diamond and Pearl remakes, or do you think it will stay on Sword and Shield?
I don't know how it looks actually.
Depends on the decks and depends on the balancing.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any really online. I mean, it's gonna be online battles, obviously, but
Yeah,
it won't
of
be as
course.
good as it once was.
But it's gonna be
It's
Gen
gonna be just
4
Gen
and before.
Gen 4. It's just gonna be up to Gen 4.
But can I just say though, the fact that Legends like mixed up the starters like that was such a cool idea.
I thought it was
Like-
I thought
I
it was cool, but it was interesting to say the least with their
Oh my
selection.
god, that's crazy. That's what's really cool.
Oshawott's
But what
obviously the right pick.
But the question is, why did they pick those? Or
That's
Right.
yeah.
that's the question. Those are an odd set. Usually because you have
Charmander's
Cyndaquil,
overrated. They didn't want to bring Charizard.
good,
Well,
riddance.
I'm more like
It makes sense that they didn't bring any Gen 4 starters. Since they're gonna be
Typhlosion's very
water-based.
underrated compared to
That is-
Charizard. Very underrated. Wasn't Typhlosion able to learn Thunder Punch in like the original Gold and Silver?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Like I remember those elemental punches being really good. I'm just saying. What can Charizard do? It's not even a dragon type.
First of all, in the original Silver and Gold, his stats were literally the same exact stats as Charizard's, to the point where he was literally a copy. Most of his moveset was the same too. It wasn't until Soul Silver and Heart Gold where he was actually different.
Well, let's be honest here. I don't think Charizard can learn elemental punches in that game. Unless he does, then they are the same, but I can't confirm that. That's just left for
it
y'all to
makes sense
Google.
that they chose the regions they did. I don't know about Oshawa's probably the popular one from Gen 5.
It probably will.
Oshawott and Snivy and Tepig.
But why Rowlet? A lot of people are not a fan of Rowlet.
No, everyone loves Rowlet over the other two.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Matthew, you know, everyone was like a huge Rowlet
You
fan.
really, a lot of people love Popplio, and a lot of people like Litten. I almost never see anybody use
I'm surprised
Rowlet.
you think that. I was a huge Popplio fan, but everyone hated Popplio. Everyone hated Popplio. They wanted Rowlet, Litten, A. They didn't want Litten at first because they were afraid it was a firefighting type.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense now.
And then Rowlet was like the choice since no one wanted Popplio. They didn't see the final evolution, obviously. They didn't really care about Primarina.
They just too lazy
Rowlet
to
was
Google.
like the big Pokemon of the region.
The question is, who's gonna be good, and like, what Pokemon are gonna be included? Because if they're gonna be having starters like that, then does that mean that we're gonna be seeing more non-Sinnoh Pokemon, or?
No,
that's
there's
And then that's the other thing about the
They
remake.
showed the Sinnoh starters in Wild, so you can find the Sinnoh starters.
No, but hear me out here. This place looks like ancient Japan, so for all we know, this could be like hundreds, maybe 1,000 years ago. So what if there's some Pokemon that were there originally but aren't in the present? Like, could that be a possible thing? Like,
and then the other thing is
like in real life, like there's a lot of animals in the past like half a century that are just gone now. So it would make sense. I mean, there was an entire species of pigeons, I'm pretty sure, that just went extinct many years back before we were born during the century. So that's possible. I'm just saying.
So I guess the last thing I want to say is let's just do like what final thoughts and whatever. I personally think I'll be getting these games because both of them seem interesting in their own ways. So I think I'll be getting both.
I'm probably gonna be getting it. I know that I've been really having trust issues with Game Freak, but I don't know. I think these games have a lot of promise. So I definitely see myself getting all three games because Pokemon Snap was my first N64 game, and to have a sequel to that is definitely a dream for me. I want to get Diamond and Pearl remakes because it's the and X and Y and those games are like the only games I haven't played yet, and I'm trying to play every Pokemon game, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. And Legends is close to the type of Pokemon game I've been wanting for years now, so that's why I'm getting Legends.
Ray?
Probably not getting Snap unless it's like on sale.
Same. Yeah.
You don't get anything unless it's on sale.
You know, if it's
we
not
gotta
really
we gotta be cheap
cup
somehow.
of tea, I at least gotta at least let me be cheap somehow. But Diamond and Pearl, to be honest, probably it depends. If they give me new stuff and don't take away a lot of stuff, probably. But if it's just the same base game, which Diamond and Pearl originally was bad, Platinum was the game that everyone loves.
They should have never removed anything, period.
Any hype that people were hyped about the whole Gen 4 remakes, they were only talking about Platinum. No one really liked Diamond and Pearl. Let's be honest. No one liked Diamond and Pearl. It was bad. It was bad. Platinum was good. That's why Platinum's my second favorite Pokemon game. But I could skip out on it, to be honest. I skipped on Let's Go because they brought what I hated about Go. into a Pokemon main series. So yeah, I wasn't messing with
At
that.
least they tried to do something different. At this point, I just want something different. So I'm glad that we had Let's Go, because that could be the start of something good.
And then what was the next one? Legends. Yeah, most likely. It looks really kind of buggy and the frames are dropping. That's because it's in development. So I have high hopes.
And
It
then
was
who
just the
knows?
stream, dude.
Maybe
No, not
Switch-
just the stream. Like literally, if you look at the video, it was like really buggy.
Who
But
knows?
yeah,
Maybe,
the stream was buffering like every second. It was annoying.
and
Every
maybe,
second it was buffering.
and who knows? Maybe it will release with it's releasing for the
Oh yeah,
quote unquote
release
Switch
dates.
Pro. Oh yeah, we
release
do,
dates.
guys.
Diamond and Pearl's coming around late November, late 2021, which is probably November, like always.
Yeah,
And then Legends coming early 2022, so they're like right next to each other. So I think like February, March, kind of area.
I do kind of
And
want a Let's Go Gen 2, though,
they're
if I
very
had to be
close.
honest. I just
Heck
love
no.
Johto so
Matthew,
much.
what about you? What do you think? Is it you gonna get it or are you gonna pass on these?
Snap. I don't know. Diamond and Pearl is a maybe. Legends most likely.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I mean, except Let's Go. I mean, Snap was 100% a no for me, unless sale.
Snap just is more of a wild card for me.
Yeah, I'd rather play Pokepark 2. I mean 3. Please give me Pokepark 3.
Yes,
One day.
I would have taken Pokepark 3 over the Diamond and Pearl remake.
Yes, they could have just shown me Pokepark 3, and I would have been like best Pokemon Direct ever.
Well,
Everyone
they
would've been-
could release it later this year. They're probably gonna try to make a sequel to pretty much every type of Pokemon game / spinoff ever.
I would
Who
want another
knows?
mystery dungeon, but they just remade the original, which is the best one.
Yeah.
Sky's the best mystery dungeon, by the way. Love it.
It would be nice to see a Ranger remake or a sequel.
Ranger. That was like one of my first ever Pokemon games. I hated it.
You're only mad because
if you-
circles.
if you survive those circles, you're a legend.
That's
Your DS
That's Johnny
should be
Joestar's
broken.
favorite Pokemon game.
Your
let's be
DS
honest.
should be broken from all those circles.
But
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like the story itself was that bad, and
No,
the
the story's
music was
great.
the music's really good too.
It depends
Okay.
Depends on which one we're talking about. The original is the one I played, and it was okay. The story was okay. The music was okay. The gameplay was not fun. Did not like it. It wasn't.
You
entertaining.
spin me right round, baby, right
Alright.
round. Like
All right, Carver, wanna send us off?
Yeah, so that was it. Smack the like button if you want Matthew here more often.
Yes.
no, they're just gonna tap it now. They aren't gonna smack it. They're just gonna tap it. No, I'm joking.
So, we are going to get out of here. GG, have fun out there, and happy Pokemon Day, everybody.
25th.